Welcome to the SPASH Fieldhouse in Stevens Point. This is Zaleski Sports coverage of the WIAA Regional Finals. Getting ready for DC Everest and SPASH. I'm Chris Conley, Stevens Point and DC Everest fans. Glad that you're looking in for post-game coverage brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East. No matter what your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Well, both of these teams were in action last night. DC Everest took down the number 7 seed Hudson 55-44. So a happy but long bus ride home for the Evergreens from western Wisconsin. Everest comes in on a 6-game winning streak. They're playing their best basketball of the season. SPASH has a flashy 22-3 record from the regular season. They were winners over Holman 69-51 to get here for this home game. You remember a time not all that long ago when the Saturday games after the regional semifinals were day games. So I think both of these teams are appreciating the 7 o'clock start, a little more time to sleep in and to gather themselves from being in action. SPASH's record kind of speaks for itself. They are 22-3. 2 of those 3 losses came to Marshfield, which ran the table to be this year's Wisconsin Valley Conference champions. And SPASH has a loss to Wausau East. Again, Stevens Point with a lot of state experience, so this level of play postseason is familiar territory for anyone who follows the SPASH program. SPASH is a number 2 seed, DC Everest number 10. The winner tonight is just 2 games away or 2 victories away from a trip to state. So the postseason is moving right along. SPASH will be in their home white jerseys, red trim and numerals with black piping. Evergreens are in their road black with white numerals and green trim. A win would bring Everest back to 500 for the year, but again, one of the things that's different, the Evergreens are playing better basketball than when these teams met in early January. One thing that's different, you keep an eye on Everest's sophomore, Xavier Edwards. Xavier Edwards is just a much bigger piece to the offense now. Most of the Evergreens' offensive plays during this winning streak have gone through X. So he's a factor that Stevens Point may not be familiar with from the last time that they met. The Evergreens may have a matchup problem with junior Grant Chandana. He's also the football team's quarterback, and he just looks like a prototypical athlete. 3 sports, baseball, basketball, and football. Grant is 6'3" and very athletic. I mean, he's just a tall, lanky kid that brings some height to the game. He'll be matched up with Casey Studeman for the Evergreens. Studeman has also been a big playmaker for the Evergreens in the paint coming down the stretch. SPASH has won the 2 regular season meetings between these 2 teams, and neither of them was particularly close. SPASH blew out Everest over at their place, 83-59, and SPASH was a winner here on this court, 59-46. We should thank the Stevens Point Athletic Department. They are always great hosts when we come to do games here, and this is a great basketball environment. I think our sight lines here atop the parents' bleachers are the best we have for any of the games that we do. We're up just high enough. We've got a picture-perfect view of the court. We'll be underway when we come right back. Pregame coverage has been brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services, locations, Church Street and Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. SPASH and Everest starting lineups, national anthem, and then we're ready for Friday or Saturday night hoops when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
Welcome back to the SPASH Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley, just a few moments away from opening tap. We'll meet our starting lineups for Stevens Point and DC Everest. SPASH plays as the favorite tonight They opened their season with a 13-game winning streak before being handed their first loss at the hands of Wausau East.
Let us welcome the visitors.
SPASH has an experience edge, too. The Evergreens have only 2 seniors on this year's starting lineup, and only one of them is a starter. He'll be introduced first, their senior Colin Ebersold.
First of all, 6'2" senior, number 3, Colin Ebersold. 6'1", sophomore, number 10, Xavier Edwards.
There's Xavier Edwards, the emergent player in this Everest lineup. Cade Felch is a 3-point marksman. Cohen Preby, ball handler, defensive stud. And Casey Studeman, the Evergreens post player. Evergreens 11-12, but playing better with a 6-game winning streak into tonight. Can they take down another seed that's ranked above them? Home team SPASH will be introduced to this crowd now.
6'1" senior, number 1, Amon Konopacki.
Senior, Amon Konopacki.
6' senior,
Carter Combs is also a senior.
6'4" senior, number 4,
Noah Marshke, senior. There's Grant Chandana, a junior who will be a pain in the neck for opponents next year as well.
And 6'2" junior, number 11.
And Baraka Makalin, who's fast to the rim and can drive and get a lot of points that way.
Are led by Mr. John Cole, assisted by Scott Anderson, Pete Clark, Tommy Luca, Frank Phillips.
The environment's going to be fun tonight. This field house seats more than 3,000 people, and while there's room for some more, it's a big crowd tonight. Both teams are represented by big student sections too.
It is now time for WIAA State.
Chandana for SPASH, Ebersold for the Evergreens will jump center. Winner will play Thursday in the state sectionals against either Hortonville or Neenah. Whistle sounds, balls in the air. Let's light this candle. We're underway. SPASH will have the first possession. Evergreens come out man-to-man defense. SPASH is on the perimeter early. Cross court, Marshke was open for the 3 if he wanted it. He declines. Konopacki kicks out. This time, 3-ball. Marshke again doesn't pull the trigger. Chandana from the near side off the front rim. No good. Up goes Colin Ebersold. A one-and-done trip. Ebersold uses the vertical to secure the rebound for the Evergreens. Here's Xavier Edwards. The locks are trimmed a little bit tighter for X, so he'll be stealth tonight. Ebersold gives it back to Felch. SPASH identifies him as a shooter, and Konopacki plays him close. Just underway for boys postseason basketball tonight. Got a whistle away from the ball. Now it's a travel. Colin Ebersold looked around like, what, me? Basketball is brought to you by Feltz Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring your family for a visit to Feltz Dairy store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and much more. That's Feltz Dairy store. Food, family, fun. Everything's been on the perimeter here in the early stages. SPASH with a miss. Evergreens with a turnover on their first possession. Spinning towards the rim, kick out. Thinking about that 3 was Marshke. Drives in, there's contact, and one. Marshke will get himself to the foul line.
That falls out. Number 25 for DC Everest, Casey Studeman.
Casey Studeman, who sometimes is foul prone for the Evergreens, picks up the early whistle.
Marshke.
To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line we go. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Marshke gives the Panthers an early 3-0 lead. SPASH built big leads in the first half when both of these teams met in their 2 earlier meetings along the baseline. Studeman is finessed out of bounds and a foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Marshke. It is.
And that falls on Noah Marshke, his first personal first-team foul.
Evergreens will inbound underneath their own basket. Preby will trigger this in. To Studeman, thinks about splitting defenders, knocked away, he lost the handle. The Evergreens in the opening 90 seconds have 2 turnovers, and turnovers have been a problem for the Evergreens. Everest 2 possessions and no looks at the basket. Marshke to the paint, picks up his dribble, goes back out. SPASH will reset. Chandana spins, he's cut off, turns, tough contested shot, round and out. Tipped around, Ebersol secures the rebound. His second early board for the Evergreens. 2 minutes in, SPASH 3-0. Xavier Edwards looks to drive, dribbles off his foot. It's out of bounds in the corner. Wow, a third Everest turnover. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. That's not winning basketball. A lot of time left to get back on track, but that trend's got to be reversed. Carter Combs gets to walk it up across the timeline. Evergreens will pick up defense in the front court. Along the baseline, kick out. Here's a 3-ball from behind the basket. Boy, that's a really tough look there from Marshke. Out of bounds, it's off Everest. Yeah, Marshke could not be deeper in the corner. Jared Cease will come in. Marshke is out. I think the SPASH coaching staff was not pleased with the shot selection there. Cease gets a touch on that inbounds. Combs splits defenders, fast as the rim, everything but the finish. Ebersol came over and maybe got him to change his shot. Still 3-0. Neither of these offenses really on track yet. Xavier Edwards tried to get a screen. Picked up his dribble inside. Senior scores, Colin Ebersol. First points for the Evergreens almost 3 minutes in before Everest breaks the seal on their half of the scoreboard. 3-2. Seuss dribbled off his leg. And SPASH turns it over for the first time tonight. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. Go to scswiderski.com for more. Xavier Edwards guarded by Konopacki. Edwards again almost dribbled off his foot. Saved there by Felch for the Evergreens. Pregame baseline extra pass to the rim. Pregame with an assist to Colin Ebersol. Evergreens have their first lead, and we've got a lead change at 4-3, and there's a treble. You know what? You probably play your best basketball when you're loose, when you let the game come to you. Both of these teams are playing like they're tight right now. Team that settles down may have an early advantage here at the 14.5-minute mark in the first half. Studeman to Xavier Edwards. Ebersol thought about the 3. He's got all 4 of the Evergreens points here in the early going. Baseline, Felch, quick release, too strong, rounding out, offensive rebound, Studeman, he's fouled on the floor, no basket.
And that falls
Carter Combs is whistled, his first, team second.
For the Panthers.
Cohen Pregame to inbound for the Evergreens. In traffic, Pregame had the ball pinball back to him and his foot was on the baseline. Everest 4-3 in a game with no rhythm so far. These teams are both too good to be this sloppy as we get into the later stages. Chandana's got Felch guarding him. That's a height advantage for Stevens Point. Spinning in the lane, extra pass underneath. Chandana draws the double team back out. Thinking about that 3 was Combs. Baseline 3-ball, good. Baraka McLean. Another lead change. 6-4 SPASH. Xavier Edwards looks to split defenders, cut off. To Pregame to the rack, left it short. Tried to fight through a double team. Konopacki gets the rebound for SPASH in transition. Evergreens are back. Konopacki is double teamed. He traveled. You know what? The baseline referee I thought was going to call a foul there. It's the outside referee who mashed the potatoes and turns the ball over to the Evergreens. Maybe a break for Everest. Nothing but a one-possession game so far. This possession may bring us to the 13-minute mark. Again, dribbled off his foot. This is going to be a tip. The Evergreens can retrieve this. Xavier Edwards. Pregame cut off. Pregame, quick release three, short. Up for the rebound, Carter Combs for the Panthers. Combs with his dribble, fancy behind the back, outside, Chandana, back-to-back threes for SPASH. 9-4. Combs set it up, got the rebound, pushed the ball up the floor. That's good basketball. Studeman for the Evergreens, low blocks, draws the double team, fights to keep his position. Goes back out to Ebersol. Tight defense for SPASH. Studeman tried to make the extra pass, tipped around and turned over. SPASH ahead, basket and a foul. That's a bad foul by Xavier Edwards. Chandana scores, and if you're going to commit that foul, it's got to be hard enough that you're not giving up a basket too.
And that falls out to Xavier Edwards for DC Everest.
Maha Water says we all depend on water, so let Maha Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at mahawater.com, M-A-H-E-R water.com. SPASH has a free throw coming up and an 11-4 lead. The Evergreens take a timeout on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Chad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
I'm looking at DC Everest coach Oliver Drake in the huddle. I think he's telling his team, relax. Hey, we're the underdogs here. What have we got to lose? Evergreens have been tight and turnover prone. Got to clean that up. We said this in our pregame. When these teams met twice during the regular season, SPASH was up big in the first half, so they did their damage earlier. We are sponsored by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics care throughout central Wisconsin. Take the next step. Contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Chandana is looking to complete a three-point play. Scored before the timeout. Free throw is short. Ebersol gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards for Everest. Guarded by Nick Fox, who came in during the timeout. Xavier Edwards dribbles into the double team. Got a reach-in foul on Stevens Point. That's a break for the Evergreens. Edwards was going to be in trouble along the baseline. Chandana picks up his first foul. It's the team's third. Pregame to inbound underneath. SPASH on a 7-point lead, the biggest of the night so far. Here's Studeman, guarded by Macklin, back out. Ebersol was open for the three and didn't take it. Evergreens could loosen up some of this inside defense if they knock down a few from the perimeter. SPASH student section on this side of the floor cheers the defense on. There's a bad pass from Xavier Edwards. 2-on-1 the other way to the rim, and scoring is Carter Combs. Evergreens in a dangerous spot here, down by 9. Can't fall further behind, even though there's a huge amount of basketball left to be played tonight. SPASH is not the kind of team that you dig out of a deep hole from. Yeah, this is a team with 4 seniors in its starting lineup against Everest, which only has 2 seniors on its entire roster. Ebersol is marked up by Chandana, doesn't have any height there. Ebersol dribbles in, goes back out to Pregame. Long possession for the Evergreens, ball's been on the perimeter. Edwards has Nick Fox on him. This is Ebersol. Pregame got a step, hangs, too strong off the back rim, tipped around, unable to secure it is Studeman. Chandana gets the rebound for SPASH. Little out of control there was Fox, and that's turned over. Baseline, Pregame needs this three and got it.
3-point basket for
Colin Preby's first bucket of the night. SPASH lead takes a little bit of a haircut. Have the rock, and they're up by 6. Carter Combs cut off. Chandanas hit it back-to-back threes. Grant's got 7 now. So the team's trade makes from behind the arc. Xavier Edwards cut off on the double team, goes back out. Cade Felch is quickly marked up in the corner. Tight defense from Combs. Got a whistle there. It's a travel. It's Everest's 7th turnover in the first half. Xavier Edwards is coming out for the Evergreens. First substitution. Here's Kelly Jones in for Everest. Nick Fox is out. Noah Marshke back in for SPASH. 9.5 to go, first half. SPASH can stretch this lead out to double digits with a bucket here. Reversing at the rim, a miss. Macklin was contested underneath. Studeman came over to provide the defense. Studeman now front court. He's bumped, no whistle. Picked up his dribble, gets it over to Zachary Jones. Got his first touch straight on. Here's Preby, baseline, cut off there. Hangs towards the rim, just flung that up, hoping for a bailout whistle that didn't come. Marshke gets the rebound for Stevens Point. Another chance for a double-digit lead for SPASH. Back out. Here's the 3 ball. Macklin too strong. Offensive rebound. Stevens Point put that up and in. Chandanas scores. Grant Chandanas, the first player to double digits with 10, and the Evergreens want a timeout. SPASH by 11 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
As Run DMC, no, this is Young MC playing during the timeout here. One of Chris Conley's greatest hits from high school, Andrew Ward, Fairfield, Connecticut. Class of 1987. Evergreens have the ball out of the timeout. SPASH has opened up an 11-point lead. SPASH's defense has been smothering tonight. Cade Felch, here's Zachary Jones. Pass along the baseline. Studeman underneath. He's stripped as he goes up. Studeman's been just shut down for the Evergreens so far. Baseline long 2. It's no good. Studeman does get a board on the Konopaki miss. Bumped along the baseline again. Studeman for a moment wasn't sure where he was going to go. Felch, reach in, back out, 3 ball, Preby fading backwards, good. Preby's hit back-to-back threes. 18-10, SPASH looks to answer. Boy, that could be a heartbreaker. It's a miss. Tipped around, Preby gets the rebound. Off the Seuss 3 that hit the back of the iron. Can the Evergreens inch a little closer here? Studeman, foul line extended, cut off. Preby is on the wing to Felch, but he's guarded closely. If you give Felch a little bit of separation, he'll pop that 3 from there. Studeman on the clear out. That's good defense. Studeman scores at the rim. Casey Studeman's first points of the night. So what was an 11-point game, Everest scores the next 5, and they're within 6. This possession will bring us under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Carter Combs going to wait for the defense to come out and guard him. Chandana, who's got 10, fades backwards, round and out. Tipped around. Felch secures the rebound off the hands of Studeman. SPASH is back defensively, so this will be a half-court set. Studeman spins into the double team. A lot of contact to the rim. He's fouled. Casey Studeman gets to the free throw line. Carter Combs looks like the guilty party. He had both of his hands out. Nope, Grant Chandana picks up his second, team's fourth.
The line shooting to Studeman.
The Evergreens have not played well in this first half, yet they're only down by 6. Studeman's first free throw is good.
Baraka Macklin into the game for...
Baraka Macklin comes in. Grant Chandana with the 2 fouls goes out. SPASH wants a timeout before Studeman takes the second of 2 free throws. 6:32 left in the first half. It's now a 5-point game. We'll take a break too. This is WIAA.
Years of a job that doesn't fit. It's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
Basketball tonight is brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. They have relationships with all the local businesses. They know all the job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment and find the right career path for you. Shooter Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. That's Shooter Funeral Home, Stevens Point and Plover. One more free throw for Casey Studeman. Round and out. Ball's loose out of bounds to SPASH. Well, now, wait a minute. Officials confer. What do we got here? Lane violation. Okay.
Lane violation, Stevens Point.
So Studeman gets to try again from the foul line. Need this point. Gets a second chance and takes advantage.
Casey Studeman hitting both free throws for the Evergreens.
So officially, Studeman will be 2 for 2 at the foul line. What a weird day this has been. You could have been playing golf this afternoon, then high school basketball tonight. March is starting off just as weird as February was. Here's a long three and buried by Carter Combs.
Carter Combs, three-pointer!
Evergreens get within 4, and then SPASH burns them on the tray. 21-14, football score now. Zachary Jones handles for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards has been on the bench for an extended period. Bad pass, almost turned over. This will stay with the Evergreens.
Nick Fox back into the game.
Nick Fox comes back in for Everest. For SPASH, rather. Noah Marshke is out. Here's Cohen Preby. Evergreens have only 2 threes, and they both belong to Preby. So see if they set something up for him. Preby's in the lower corner of your screen and now cuts underneath. Xavier Edwards will come in during the next stoppage. He's waiting at the scorer's table, along with freshman Vander Truax, who's probably coming in for Studeman on the next stop. Zachary Jones back out. That's tipped away. It'll stay with Everest. Trying to set up Cade Felch in the corner, and the Evergreens will get their new personnel in. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. That's the Rock and Roll Cafe. Truax off the bench with his first touch. He's only a freshman. His taste in basketball sneakers will get better with those Dayglow greens. Ugh. Xavier Edwards off the bench with a touch here. Truax in the corner. Got a senior Konopacki on him. Xavier Edwards, baseline, cut off, keeps his dribble, gets out of trouble. Here's Cade Felch, was looking for Studeman cutting in. Felch to the rim, he's fouled and he scores! Felch on the drive to the basket, and he'll get one more. Grant Chandonat with 10 points. His time on the bench was short. He comes back in.
The team foul for the Panthers is half. Basket's good.
Foul is on Jaren Cease.
Also,
his first, team's fifth.
Grant Chandonat for the Panthers.
Felch, who doesn't take a lot of free throws, looks to make it a 4-point game. It is not. Offensive rebound for Truax. Hangs and scores! Evergreens have not had a lot of second chance looks in this game, but there was a big one. 3-point game. SPASH has played better, but boy, the Evergreens are right there. Chandonat double teamed, makes an extra pass in traffic. Free throws are coming up for Amon Konopacki.
At the line shooting, Amon Konopacki, 2 shots.
It's only Everest's third team foul.
For the EC Everest Evergreens with his first
Truax, the freshman, was whistled there.
For the Evergreens, get it in the line. Konopacki, shoot 2.
First free throw is good from the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Amon's first points. He's got one more free throw coming. 5-point lead for the Panthers.
Konopacki hitting both free throws.
Pregame brings it up. Over to Xavier Edwards. Pregame. Edwards again. Edwards looks to drive in. Wanted to spin there, but drew the double team. SPASH bench reacting to what they thought was a travel. No whistle there. Truax, double team, extra pass down low, basket and a foul! Studeman scores. Studeman and Truax is the tallest look the Evergreens can offer. They're both on the floor at the same time. Studeman's got 6 into the free throw line for a 7th. Konopacki draws the foul. It's the last foul that SPASH has to give. They're at 6. So at the 4-minute mark, the Evergreens can make this a 2-point game, and they'll be in the bonus for the rest of the half. Yes, sir.
2-point play for Studeman.
Studeman, who was quiet early, has now bumped that up to 7. He leads the Evergreens. Preby's got 6. And suddenly it's SPASH that struggled a little bit in the offensive half. And a turnover? No. Saved along the baseline by Nick Fox. Almost went right through his hands. 3-ball outside. That looked good the moment it left Chandonat's hands. Chandonat's got 13. So just when the Evergreens look like they're edging closer, SPASH knocks down a 3 at the other end. Felch in the corner with his dribble. Studeman tracks it down behind the arc. Xavier Edwards guarded by McLean. McLean's solid defensively. Xavier Edwards has been able to get an inch offensively. Studeman now hops, travels. And you know, as the Evergreens have been getting back into this game, the turnovers, which were horrendous earlier in the half, have been way down. That right there is the Evergreens' first turnover in a while, but still 9 for the first half, a number that's too high. Under 3 minutes to go till halftime. SPASH with the ball and a 5-point lead. Everest got within 2. Chandonat picked up his dribble, back out. Wow, open for a 3. McLean instead drives in and scores.
With the drive and the basket for the Panthers.
Baraka's got 5. I think the Evergreens just want this to be a manageable number at halftime. 5 or a 3-point game, I think, would suit Everest just fine. Cohen Preby will come back in for the Evergreens on the next stoppage. Studeman on the clear out, cut off on the low blocks. Draws some contact, he traveled. Back-to-back turnovers last 2 times down the floor. Again, Xavier Edwards, who struggled, goes out. Ebersol comes back in. Studeman disagreeing with the travel call. He's using his bench as the jury box, but the verdict is already in. Chandana off a screen, cut off, foul line extended. Along the baseline, Konopacki goes back out. He threw it into the backcourt. Evergreens will get the ball back. By comparison, that's only the 5th turnover for SPASH. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, 100% employee-owned. Par 4 says treat yourself to a delicious lunch or dinner. Par 4 Bistro in Wapaka. So many terrific options to fit your cravings and a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a family night out or your next get-together. Dinner at Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Wapaka or visit par4resort.com. Studeman, extra pass down low to Truax, who scores. 5-point game, 80 seconds left in the first half. McAleen wanted to drive, instead gave it up. Konopacki. And now Fox. SPASH under a minute now. Stevens Point's running regular offense. Got to clear out along the baseline. Extra pass. Pinball around. Stolen. Evergreens have the ball. Trailing by 5. A chance to get a little closer. The Everest bench wants to hold for a final shot with 45 seconds left. Coach Oliver Drake off the bench like he was sitting on a spring calling out for one shot. SPASH is guarding it closely. Got a foul. 1-1 coming up for the Evergreens. SPASH is over the limit. I don't like that foul 30 feet away from the basket.
And that foul is on Nick Fox.
Nick Fox is called for it.
His first, team 7th, back into the game.
Casey Studeman will shoot a 1-1. Chandana with 2 fouls comes back in. They just don't want him to foul again. They want him as a low blocks present should this be a miss. 1-1. Live on a miss. It's a miss. SPASH gets the ball. SPASH by 5, and the Panthers will hold for a final shot. Officially 25 seconds and counting down. They'll probably bring this under 10 till it's go time. Held out by Carter Combs. Well, this has been a much closer first half than these teams' earlier 2 meetings in the regular season. Yeah, the playoffs really are different. 7, 6, 5, Carter Combs settles for a fadeaway, no good. And that's where the half will come to an end. Evergreens heaved it and it hit off the rigging above the field house. A 5-point game that'll be decided in the second half. Basketball tonight brought to you by Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft, a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. It's Wisconsin's finest cheese stop, Cheese Pleasers, off I-39 in Bancroft. SPASH 28, Everest 23, and Everest will get the ball to start the second half. It is halftime in the WIAA Regional Finals on Zaleski Sports.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it.
Lots in Rapids and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Halftime, I'm Chris Conley, SPASH 28, DC Everest 23. Let's take a look at our leading scorers in the first half of today's game. Evergreens have trailed by as many as 11. They got within 2 and then SPASH scored the next 5 to bump it back up to 7. Grant Chandana has 3 threes in the first half and 13 points. He was on the floor a little with 2 fouls, but that third has not come. Carter Combs and Baraka McAleen each have 5 for SPASH. Noah Marshke with 3. Eamon Konopaki 2. SPASH has 5 threes in the first half, 3 for 4 from the foul line and 6 turnovers. And the Everest offense has been herky-jerky in the first half for sure. Casey Studeman has 7 to lead the Evergreens. Cohen Preby knocked down the Evergreens' only 2 threes. He has 6. Colin Ebershad, who had his 4 points early in the half. Vander Truax had his 4 late in the first half. And Cade Felch has 2. Evergreens have turned the ball over 10 times and are 3 of 5 from the foul line. Basketball tonight's brought to you by Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings, 2 beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. And Fleet Farm has their pet sale going on. All of your pets' favorites at Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. When I come home from Fleet Farm, Argos, my Great Dane, does the happy dog dance. Coco the kitty remains highly indifferent to everything. We'll be back to get the second half underway. SPASH by 5 on Zaleski Sports.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Rock
My pizza.
Pizza, hand-style pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo, whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo, Rocky Rococo.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Welcome back to the SPASH Fieldhouse. This is Chris Conley. Second half about to get underway. Teams are out for their second half shoot-around in a 5-point game. Tell you something that I've liked about Stevens Point in this game, because both teams' offenses have been out of sync in the first half. Twice, the Evergreens got within striking range. Evergreens got this down to a 4-point game, then SPASH went down the floor and stuck a 3. Evergreens got it down to a 2-point game, and SPASH answered with a 3. So the resiliency has been one of Stevens Point's advantages here. Evergreen's offense has just been grinding the entire first half. I mean, number of easy offensive sets for the Evergreens in this first half, I think, has been 0. I think the Evergreens have had contested baskets every time down the floor. Second half basketball on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Farner Asphalt. Want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall? Join Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. They're the industry leader in quality service and safety. Take advantage of excellent seasonal wages. Apply today at farnerasphalt.com. And we're brought to you by Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals. Get the equipment you need to get the job done. A wider range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site. Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. That said, we don't want to dwell that the Evergreens have not played well in the first half. This is a 2-possession game. Earlier in the year, like when SPASH was on that 13-game winning streak, you play this poorly in the first half, you find yourself down by 12 or 15 or 17, just a hole that you're not going to dig out of against the Panthers. Evergreens will move towards their bench, right to left on our Zaleski Sports monitors. SPASH will move left to right. We said at the top of our broadcast that Xavier Edwards has just been a bigger part of the Everest offense. Xavier's been out of sorts in the first half. Still 18 minutes to get on track. And Xavier Edwards will start for the Evergreens. Baraka Macklin matches up against him, right down on the low blocks. All right, here we go. A regional champion will be named over the next 18 minutes. The winner goes on to the sectional semis next Thursday. They'll play either Hortonville or Neenah, a game that'll be over at Appleton East. Studeman, who leads the Evergreens with 7, goes back out. Studeman's usually trying to throw a shoulder fake and get his defender up in the air when he's got the ball down on the low blocks like that. Xavier Edwards in traffic, fading backwards. Studeman, offensive rebound. He's fouled and he scores!
Basket is good for number 25, Casey Studeman.
3-point game and a chance to make it a 2-point game.
Balls on number 5 for the Panthers.
Noah Marshke picks up his second.
Team foul for the Panthers this half.
Evergreens have no one in foul trouble. Only 3 fouls were whistled against Everest in the first half. SPASH has Chandana and now Marshke with 2 fouls each. Studeman's free throw is true, and on the first possession, it's a 2-point game. Evergreens had a lead in the very early stages of the first half and nothing since. SPASH's first possession since halftime, driving in, scooping underhand shot. Macklin scores. So he said that during halftime. Every time the Evergreens get close, it looks like SPASH has an answer. That's the third time the Panthers have done it. There's Cade Felch for the Evergreens in a 4-point game. Ebersold's got the ball. His dad and older brother right below our broadcast location cheering him on. Studman Felch pops the quick three for a 1-point game. No good. Rounded out. Rebound for Carter Combs. Felch usually hits that. Could mark an X there. That's Cade Felch's spot. 3-ball here. Good. Macklin stretches this back out to a 7-point game. Studeman in traffic. Pass to Felch, down low, too strong. Felch came in with a tough angle. Got the ball underneath the backboard, had to kind of bend backwards. SPASH can stretch this out to 9, maybe 10 if they hit a 3. I think if SPASH scores here, the Evergreens are going to want a timeout. Wow, was this not a 2-point game just a moment ago? SPASH is like that. Spinning, that's a bad miss from Konopaki. Studeman gets the board for Everest. Studeman keeps his dribble, cut off. Back out to Xavier Edwards. Xavier Edwards spins, got his man up in the air. He scores. Friendly roll for Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards for DC Everest.
Xavier's in the scoring column for the first time tonight. SPASH by 5. 3-ball, corner, short. Xavier Edwards goes up to get the miss. Edwards still has his dribble. Macklin's on him. Xavier Edwards again. Called for a 5-second violation.
Second call.
Got to pass or shoot when you're guarded that close.
For the SPASH Panthers, number 24, Nick Fox.
Nick Fox comes in for Stevens Point. Marshke comes out. Under 15 to decide this one. SPASH by 5 at halftime. SPASH by 5 right now. Chandana thinking about that long 3. Got Felch up in the air, reaching in. There's a lot of contact and no whistle on the Carter Combs miss. Studeman picked up his dribble in the corner. Studeman's got to get rid of this ball. And the Evergreens want a timeout. Evergreens are ready to get called for back-to-back 5 violations. Instead, we'll take a break. Culligan Water says for only $9.95 a month, you'll get Culligan Water for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at Sterling Culligan H2O. That website, CulliganH2O.com. Back after this quick break on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Evergreens have the ball out of the timeout. They'll inbound on the baseline, trailing by 5. Each team has scored 5 since halftime. Pregame into Studeman. He's all the way in the corner. Fox is on him. Studeman looks to spin, but he's moving away from the basket and picked up his dribble. Feeds Pregame, cutting through the lane, no finish. Right idea, missed at the rack. Carter Combs decides not to push it, backs it out. 14 minutes to go. Chandana's got Felch on him. Grant's got a height advantage, leans in and misses. Xavier Edwards with the rebound for the Evergreens. Xavier in transition. Pregame, 3-ball. Good! 2-point game. Prebe's got 9 on 3 makes from behind the arc. It's a 2-point game. Again, SPASH has answered in each one of these situations. See if they do it again. To the rim and scoring they have. McAleen, who now has 12. Truax will come in for the Evergreens on the next stoppage. So Everest wants a taller player out there. Xavier Edwards inside. He is fouled. Offensive foul. Offensive foul. Oliver Drake can't believe it. They're going to say that Xavier Edwards created space with that elbow. Demonstrative call there.
And that falls Xavier Edwards, his second personal first.
Coach Oliver Drake's being told to take a seat.
Into the game for the Panthers, 24, Nick Fox.
And Coach Drake is back to encouraging his team instead of working the officials. SPASH ball by 4. So both teams have come up empty their last trips down the court. Both Studeman and Truax, the 2 bigs, are on the floor at the same time for the Evergreens. Nick Fox. Studeman comes out to guard him. Looking to drive into the rim, up and too strong. Truax got McAleen to change his shot. Evergreens can bring this down to a 1-possession game if they score points this trip down the floor. Clear out for Studeman. He's on the low blocks. Extra pass to Truax. He's got to clear the paint. Truax got it back and resets. Studeman outside the blocks, leans in, travel, wave off the basket. That's the right call. Studeman dragged that back foot. If I see it up here, the guys down on the floor are going to see it. Jaren Cease comes back in. Nick Fox is out. We've been stuck at 35-31 for a while here. 12 minutes to go. Chandana, clean out, hangs. Too strong. Offensive rebound along the baseline. Nope, he's out of bounds. Turned over to the Evergreens. Konopacki stepped on the end line. All right, this is going to be a 3rd possession for the Evergreens to try and get within 2. At some point, you got to cash in your opportunities. Here's another one for Everest. Pregame will bring it up. Down low, Studeman's got Chandana on him, goes back out. Edwards spins in the lane, back out. Pregame 3, this will make it a 1-point game. Yes, sir! All right, battle on. 35-34. Evergreens haven't been this close since the opening minute of the game. And as we've said before, SPASH has come back with points every time Everest gets this down to a 1-point game. Chandana, that's a bad shot. Offensive rebound, got a foul along the baseline. Carter Combs secured the Chandana miss. And Chandana is a big kid, and when you're fading backwards like that, you give away your height advantage.
Edwards for the Evergreens, his 3rd personal.
Xavier Edwards is the first player to 3 fouls.
Into the game.
Zachary Jones comes in.
Jones, number 12.
Not a lot of whistles in this second half. 2 team fouls on Everest, only 1 on SPASH. Driving in, extra pass along the baseline. That's a nice assist. McAleen to Konopacki. Still a 1-possession game. SPASH by 3. SPASH sets up full court defensive pressure. Ahead to Truax. They probably don't want Truax handling the ball out here. Someone's got to come out and rescue Truax. He's a big. And Studeman comes out to help. Studeman in trouble in the lane, back out. 3-ball for a tie game. Felch off the front rim, no good. Studeman tries to secure the rebound. It's out of bounds, off Studeman. Right in front of the Everest student section, who all, to a man, saw it the other way. Personally, from my vantage point, I think they got that right. Spash ball is the right call here. Spash by 3 and possession. 10 minutes to go. 3-ball, good. Konopaki strokes the cords. He's got 7 now. From a 1-point game, back up to a 6-point game. Zachary Jones picked up his dribble, back out. Preby is guarded closely. Double team up high over to Jones. Yeah, Spash is looking to trap. And there's an offensive foul on Preby. Preby's got to be careful. He was demonstrative on that call. Preby believes he was just moving the ball and hit the Spash player in the face, but he initiated the contact there.
Control foul on number 21, Colin Preby.
Preby's first.
13 fouls.
Team's third.
For the Evergreens.
Evergreens need a stop here. Spash can bump this lead up to 8 or 9. Down low to Chandonov, who scores. McAleen fed him down low. Chandonov's first points of the second half. He's on 15 to lead all scorers tonight. Everest needs an answer. Preby down low, off the front rim. Truax gets the rebound. He's fouled, non-shooting. Loose ball foul here against Stevens Point. Everest will keep the ball with exactly 9 minutes officially.
That ball is on Rocco Macklin, his first personal. Second team foul.
Macklin picks up his first.
Smash Panthers.
To Studeman. Studeman's got Chandonov part of this double team. Chandonov just picked up his third foul, I think. Let's see, it was part of a double team. No. It's not on Chandonov, it's on Jared Cease. Xavier Edwards comes back in for the Evergreens for Zachary Jones. Evergreens got within 1 earlier in the second half. On the clear out, Studeman, this is going to be an offensive foul. I think Chandonov kind of sold that, but Studeman did initiate the contact, and I think Chandonov's feet were good.
And that ball is on
Casey Studeman has picked up his second.
14 foul this half for the Evergreens.
Crowd just told that was a third team foul. It's in fact a fourth on Everest. Spash's biggest lead is 11. They would equal it if they can hit a 3 this time down the court. Long 2 from the foul line. It's good. Jaron Cease with his first points. Cease? Yes, Cease. Thank you. 10-point game now. Xavier Edwards. That's a double dribble. Officials are making sure that they agree on this call. Evergreens are saying that one of the Spash players reached in and touched the ball.
Possession stays with the
They're giving the ball back to the Evergreens here. Outside officials saw it differently than the official who was closest to it. They're saying that the Spash player reached in, made contact with the ball, which means Xavier Edwards could start the dribble again. I mean, Spash is comfortable for the moment. They're up by 10, and now what? We can't be changing this call again, can we? Of course not. This is like a Washington, D.C. K Street moment. Which team's got the better lobbying effort going? It's got to be Everest ball, right? And now back over to the scorer's table. You know what? The reaction from Coach Oliver Drake on the Everest bench is that they're going to change this again. I don't know about that. They're giving the ball back to SPASH.
Due to the inadvertent whistle, it is a jump ball.
They're saying it was an inadvertent whistle, jump ball, and the arrow goes to Stevens Point. That's a rotten break for the Evergreens. An inadvertent whistle because of a call that the referees got together in conference on and said it was a bad call against Everest. Ouch. All right, the game's officiated by human beings. They're subject to all the mistakes that we are. You've got to overcome the things that go against you. Chandana for a 3. That's a heartbreaker. SPASH really shouldn't have had the ball there. As Chandana hits a 3, Evergreens need a timeout. SPASH on a 13-point lead, their biggest of the game. We'll take 1-2 on Zaleski Sports.
Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
We're back on Zaleski Sports. The Evergreens have the ball out of this timeout. Wow, they were within 1 earlier in the first half. SPASH has now stretched this out to a 13-point lead. There's a lot of time left, but the Evergreens cannot fall further behind. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Fanny's Family Restaurant, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. Thank you for making high school basketball coverage possible here on Zaleski Sports. Do the Evergreens have a rally in them to make this one close down the stretch? There's Pregame to the front court. The Evergreens just feel like a lot of whistles have gone against them in this second half. Studeman up high. Truax is the big roaming down low. Edwards gives up to Pregame. Pregame on the clear out. That's good defense there. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Everest. Carter Combs right in Pregeme's shirt. Cade Felch will inbound. Studeman. Extra pass down low. Truax. He's caught underneath. Clean block. Studeman. Hop, step. He's stripped. Studeman's got free throws coming up.
Foul is called. That foul is on Baraka Macklin. His second personal.
Baraka Macklin has picked up his second. It's the team's fourth.
That was a shooting ball at the line shooting.
Team fouls are 4 and 4, so neither team is particularly close to the bonus right now. Studeman's got 10 points and it stays at 10. Studeman missed them both, so it's an empty trip down the floor. Out of bounds to Stevens Point. Yeah, this game has been different than the team's 2 earlier meetings. SPASH is putting some distance between themselves and the Evergreens in the second half. SPASH is bidding for 3 wins this year against the Evergreens. Chandana looking for another 3, no good. He's human after all. Rebound for Combs, foul on the floor, no basket. SPASH will inbound underneath.
And that foul is on Xavier Edwards, his 4th.
Xavier Edwards has just picked up his 4th, team's 5th.
15th foul for the Evergreens this time.
Edwards is staying on the floor right now. He'll come out on the next stoppage. Got to be aware that he's got 4 fouls. McAleen's got the ball. 6.5, so soon time will be a friend for the Panthers. Chandana makes an extra pass along the baseline. Wow, there was a slow pass. Evergreens couldn't close on it. To the rim, reversing and scoring. McAleen. He's got 10 in the second half and 15 overall. SPASH is widening. Xavier Edwards still on with the 4 fouls. Under 6 to go. Studeman passed down at his feet. He's got it though. To the lane. Tried to get Chandana up, out of bounds. Got a jump ball called, and it goes to the Evergreens. We're sponsored by Mutual of Walsall Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Go to mutualofwalsall.com and find an agent near you. Jaron Cease is out. Nick Fox is in for SPASH. Studeman in a little trouble. Back out Pregame, pops the 3, no good. Rebound to Konopacki. Boy, since the Evergreens got within 1, SPASH has just owned this game. Along the baseline, almost dribbling out of bounds, McAleen to Fox, back out. A lot of room for Chandana, who hangs and scores.
The jumper, Grant Chandana.
Truax is fouled. He'll get free throws. Clock stops. 4:51 left in the game.
And that ball is on Baraka Macklin. His third.
Baraka Macklin has just picked up his 3rd, team's 5th.
At the line, shooting 2. Number 45, Vander Truax for the Evergreens.
Truax, a freshman, has seen a lot more floor time in the second half of the season, and he's contributed. Rebounding presence, he can score too. Confident on the free throws. Evergreens are 5 of 9 as a team from the foul line. Now 6 of 10 now.
Truax hitting both free throws for the Evergreens.
Is there enough time for an Everest rally, or does SPASH have what they need to advance? Trophy presentation once this one goes final. To the rim, scoring. Spin move for Alan Konopacki. He's got 9 now. Down low looking for Pregame. It's knocked out of bounds by Carter Combs. SPASH loses 4 of their 5 starters when their season comes to an end, so they'll look different next year. And the Evergreens have just about everyone coming back. Of course, the class of the Wisconsin Valley Conference is the Marshfield Tigers. Tigers gave SPASH 2 of their 3 regular season losses. Studeman hanging for a 3, no good. Rebound Pregame, back out. 3 ball, Felch, partially blocked. Well, the Marshfield Tigers were perfect in Wisconsin Valley Conference play. Should have earned their top seeding. 4 minutes to go in this one. Probably 4 minutes left in the Everest season. Extra pass down low, looking to dunk and missing. That's a technical. Can't hang on the rim like that. Nick Fox will be called for the tee.
And a technical foul called on number 24, Nick Fox.
Cohen Pregame will shoot 2, and the Evergreens will get possession afterwards. And Pregame rushed the first one and missed it. Could tell right out of his hands that one was going to be no good. So the technical fouls amount to nothing. Everest will get the ball. Everest wants a timeout. Getting late in their season, 3:52 left. SPASH 53, Everest 36. We'll come back after this break. This is Zaleski Sports.
I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice. to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shy.
Shy is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
We're back. I'm Chris Conley. SPASH has been widening their lead on the Evergreens. Up by 17 right now. Everest will have the ball out of this timeout. The Evergreens have no timeouts left for this game. The WIAA Regional Championship plaque will be awarded courtside once this game's over. You'll see it on Zaleski Sports. Here's Cohen Preby. Leaves it for Cade Felch. Guarded by Konopacki. Preby had his pocket picked. Ball is loose. SPASH calls a timeout to keep possession.
Stevens Point. 30-second timeout.
SPASH has not turned the ball over in the second half. Evergreens have 4 second half turnovers and 14 for the game. So the game has been less sloppy in this second half. We'll keep it here. Elsewhere tonight, Neenah, a 6 seed, is playing Hortonville. The winner of this game sure looks like SPASH will take on the winner of that Neenah-Hortonville game, Rockets or Polar Bears, Thursday at Appleton East. Follow our Zaleski Sports website. Big upgrade this season with our Zaleski Sports website. We'll let you know what games are on our schedule as we move to the sectional finals. I mean, again, you don't know who's playing and where, so the schedule's a little loosey-goosey. You'll know when we know. Pass down low, all alone underneath. Konopacki scores again. Konopacki joins the double-digit club. He's got 11. Boy, that basket may have been decisive, and the Evergreens turned it over, and the body language is poor, too. Felch kind of rolled his head back, and the Evergreens are putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new players. The white flag goes up for the Evergreens. A.J. Reynolds, Ransom Dickerson, Chase Pavlovich, Jake Rather, and Brennan Peterson come in. So the Evergreens are ready to concede the outcome here. Hugs at the bench for Colin Ebersold, one of just 2 Everest graduating seniors. So the Evergreens, who rattled off 6 wins in a row, will see that winning streak come tonight and will be off-ramped in 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Evergreens will have some memories from the very happy bus ride home against Hudson from last night. Along the baseline, Jaron Cease has scored with the baby jumper. 21 points for SPASH. 21-point lead here. Again, starters are done for the season now for the Evergreens, and almost all of them will be back next year. The question for Everest will be who can take a step forward for next season. Evergreens will look to join the elites in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. They've got so many players returning. SPASH, on the other hand, loses 4 of their 5 starters. Got a foul called here in the corner.
Number 10, Grant Shawnenaw, his 3rd personal.
Grant Shawnenaw called for the foul.
Number 44, Benicio Sam Dasso.
Sam Dasso is going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. And SPASH will pull out their 5 starters for the final 2.5 minutes. It will be JV versus JV. Sam Dasso's 1-and-1. Front end's good. Dasso's a sophomore. Gets himself in the scorer's column and earns the bonus free throw here. Got them both.
Sam Dasso hitting both free throws for the Evergreens.
57-38. Spash kicks it back out, almost turned over, saved by Reed Savasta. Now along the baseline, Sevendinga knocked out by one of the Everest defenders. Spash will advance and play on Thursday.
For the plaque presentation for the regional championship.
Spash will be the higher seed, the number 2, against either number 6 Nina or number 14 Hortonville. Nina's got a lot of postseason experience. 3 ball, high arcing, too strong for Cole Miller. Rebound to the Evergreens and Chase Pavlovich. A.J. Reynolds. Reynolds, senior. His basketball time will come to an end too in a minute 40. 3 ball for Dasso, missed everything. Loose ball tracked down by Reynolds, got a foul. It's going to be a loose ball foul, I believe, on the Evergreens.
And that ball is on number 23 for the Panthers.
It's a loose ball foul on Spash. Sevendinga is called for that.
Shooting bonus free throws for the Evergreens.
A.J. Reynolds shoots the 1-and-1.
A.J. Reynolds.
Makes it, and he'll get one more. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Coach and a favorite player after the trophy presentation for Stevens Point. 2 free throws are good for A.J. Reynolds.
Hitting both free throws for the Evergreens.
90 seconds left in this regional final. Extra pass, baseline baby jumper is good for Jackson Baressa. Freshman scores.
Assist around in the Eddies.
Pavlovich is cut off on the baseline, goes back out to Dasso. Now over to A.J. Reynolds. Minute left. Countdown to celebration for the Panthers. Reynolds in the paint, forces it up, no good. Offensive rebound, up and in for Brennan Peterson. Spash does not have to shoot here. They can take this all the way down to zeros. Grant Chandana will be the leading scorer tonight. That right there is Spash's only turnover of the second half, with the starters out.
For the regional plaque championship.
Evergreens will walk it up. Everest will finish the season at 11-13. Spash will improve to 23-3. That's flashy. Flung in by A.J. Reynolds. Final 10 seconds. Final score will be 59-44. Congratulations to this year's regional champions, the Stevens Point Panthers. And congratulations to the 2 DC Everest seniors who wrap up their high school basketball careers tonight, Colin Ebersold and A.J. Reynolds. And to Owen Sale, who missed much of the second half because of injury. 59-44, our final. Up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds at Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield, Curtis, or order online at NasonvilleDairy.com. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us for our play-by-play coverage. SPASH ends the DC Everest season and advances to sectionals on Thursday. The final score is 59-44. Thank you for joining us on Zaleski Sports.
Regional championship plaque presented by the SPASH Athletic Director, David Hauser. into the sectional semifinal. Play the winner of Portville versus Neenah next Thursday, March 7th at Appleton East. We'll see you there. Ticket information will be available through the Stevens Point Smash Panther ticket office. Congratulations to the Smash Panthers on your regional final win.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Queso Blanca, Queso de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Queso Blanca, Queso de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Regional final, SPASH wins 59-44. Coach, I thought the team was resilient. In the second half, Everest got within 3, got within 2, and got within 1, and you answered each time.
Yeah, I thought resiliency is with this team. They can really do a lot of things when they get into another gear on that defensive end. And in stretches of that second half, we were able to build some leads. I liked our offense in the second half. We missed some shots. Everest has been playing really, really well as of late. They battled back every single time we went on a run. They came on their own, and our defense has been able to get us runs in that second half. It's been able to get us leads and hold it off.
You know, it's a senior-oriented team, so you expect a lot of poise when the game tightened up. I thought your team was good in all of those spots.
Yeah, we have a bunch of seniors that play, but we also have a bunch of juniors that this is their second or third year playing. So we have a bunch of experience when we get into these types of games. If we can start scoring on our defense, our offense looks a lot better, and then we're able to close out some games, which we haven't been able to do consistently early in the season.
You're probably not aware of this. You had 0 turnovers in the second half until you pulled the starters. So it's just ball security. Once you built that lead, team wasn't going to give it back.
Yeah, we really wanted to focus at halftime was execution on the offensive end. Let's hunt some great shots. Let's have some patience. I thought we were a little bit fast in the first half where we had some of those turnovers. Let's slow it down. Let's find a great shot. One would present itself. I didn't know that, but that's an outstanding stat to have in the second half.
I've always thought these Saturday games are a little tough. You play the night before, you've got no time in the gyms, like you got to get ready to go again. Now you've got a little bit of a rest for Neenah or Hortonville. What would you like to work on when you have a couple of practices now?
Yeah, we got to shore up some stuff, execution on the offensive end. Defensively, we'll look at the tape, see what we need to work on. I think our off-ball defense wasn't outstanding tonight at times. We got to figure out who we're playing, prep for them, and expect a tough 36-minute game.
My congratulations, Coach. Grant Shondenau was solid tonight, 20 points to lead Stevens Point to a 59-44 win. That's going to wrap up our Zaleski Sports coverage. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.